Hi guys, in this video we will learn about the another important one, that is nothing but stop signal. So what is this stop signal? The stop signal instruction in a Dockerfile is used to specify the system call. So I will try to paste it here. Yeah. The stop signal instruction in a Dockerfile is used to specify the system call signal that will be sent to the container to gracefully stop it. By default, Docker sends the system signal to terminate a container, but you can override this with the stop signal instruction if your application needs a different signal to shut down correctly. So what is this here I am trying to mention it is, for example, let's say that you have created the Docker created a container using the image, and now when you are trying to stop that container, and what it will try to do is that Docker will try to send a signal that is nothing but signal terminate. Okay, so terminate means it is asking that to terminate the container. Now what it will try to do is terminate means, so it will take some time to clean up the resources and all those things, and the container will be stopped gracefully. Okay, so that is the reason I am trying to tell you, and gracefully it will stop it. If you want to modify this termination signal means, then we need to use this stop signal. So that means whenever we are stopping the container, okay, whenever the Docker stops the container, so normally what is try to do is whenever Docker stops the container, so you did it by using the Docker container stop like that. So you have stopped the container. It tries to do so gracefully. It will try to do gracefully. Gracefully means what it will do, it sends a signal to the main process. Okay, inside the container. So it will send a signal to the inside the container, giving it a chance to clean up and exit gracefully before the Docker forcibly kills it. So by default it will be around 10 seconds or 20 seconds like that it will be there. So whenever a Docker stops the container, it will send a signal to the inside the container, and it will give you a chance to clean up the resources and exit gracefully before the Docker forcibly kill it. The stop signal instruction allows you to specify which signal should be sent. So now if you want to send the customized signal, stop signal means, then you need to use this stop signal instruction. So you will be having different types of stop signal instructions. So out of them you will be having 4 things main. So those are nothing but sig term, and the numeric implementation of this one is 15. And this is the default signal used by the Docker. If you don't mention anything means, so the sig terminate is the main thing. It requires a graceful termination. So that means I am telling you that the Docker inside the container it will give you a signal that to clean up the resources and all those things. And another one is sig kill. So it will force an immediate termination without cleanup. And another one is sig interrupt signal, like processing control C, something like that. And this one is sig hub, hang up signal, often used to reload the configuration file. So this is one thing. And the syntax for this one is something like it will be stop signal. Okay, and you need to provide any of this one. So sig term or anything you need to provide. So that is nothing but a signal. So you need to give the signal. You can also mention the signal name, or otherwise signal number also you can do it. So a signal can either be signal name or the signal number. So whichever it may be, 15921 like that you can mention it. Okay, and so container, how it works is when you run Docker stop container ID. So when you are trying to run, so when you want to stop the container, what you will try to do, Docker container stop, and you will give the container name or the container ID. So this is the method, this is the command you will use it, right? Docker sends the specified signal defined by the stop signal or default sig term. So normally what it will try to do is the Docker will send the stop signal, whichever the signal you have mentioned it will send it to the Docker, or otherwise by default is a sig term if you don't mention anything, to the main process in the container. And the main process in the container receives the signal, and it should handle it appropriately to shut down gracefully. Timeout. Docker waits for a default timeout period of, let's say that 10 seconds by default. Okay, and it is also configurable for the container to exit. If the container does not stop within this period, Docker sends a sig kill to forcibly terminate it. So that means whenever the Docker sends a signal, it will wait for 10 seconds to gracefully shut down, or otherwise if it doesn't shut down means, if it doesn't stop means, then it will send you the sig kill, which means it will immediate termination without cleanup it will happen. Practical considerations. What it will do is ensure your application correctly handles the specified signal. If your application does not handle sig term or requires a different signal for graceful shutdown means, use stop signal to match your application's requirement. So when we need to use this one is, so that is the reason we need to use it. And that is what everything. So can we use the multiple stop signal instructions? Means we should use only one stop signal instructions. If you use multiple means the last one whichever you have mentioned, so that will be taken into the consideration. So that is one thing. So we can also override the stop signal. So whenever you are trying to create a container, docker container run, so you can use this -stop -signal and you can mention the signal in the command. So you can also override this one. So let's try to see how we can do it practically. So here this is our code. So I am trying to open view vi Dockerfile. Okay. Oh sorry. Let's go into the cd custom images. I am trying to go into the custom images. Okay. And here I will be opening the Dockerfile. So in this Dockerfile we are having these all the things, right? So you can mention wherever you want. So here I want to mention something like stop signal. Okay. So I can use signal. Anything, whichever you want, you can use it. Now what I will do, so here I will try to build the image. So let's try to build the image. So I am building the image. Let's see whether we can able to build it or not. It has been built. So stop signal is executed. So now I will try to remove the container and I will try to create a new container. So now I am creating a new container. So here I am creating a new container. Now the container has been started. So if you try to check docker container ps-a means only one container is there. And if I want to stop this one, docker container stop ubuntu-demo, then you will be able to see that container has been stopped. And what you will try to see, so a signal will be sent into this one. So that is how we will be doing. So if you want to override this one means, so what you can do it is, so I am removing this one. So if you want to override this one, so here you can use -- name and here also you can use -- stop -signal. And how can I use this one? Is equal to, so here I can use is equal to signal. So if you want you can use it like this. That's it. Now if I try to press enter, is not creating. If I press enter, automatically the container will be created. Okay. So now let's try to verify that effective stop signal, which one is there. So you can use docker inspect ubuntu-demo. Okay. So docker, okay, ubuntu-demo. So let's try to see it. So if you try to press enter and somewhere you will be able to see stop signal is signal it is right now. So for example, let's say that if you are having so here if I try to remove this container, let's try to remove this container, and this time what I will try to do, I will try to, instead of using this one, I will create the stop signal with signal. So if you try to inspect the container, this time inspect ubuntu time. So here let's try to see here the stop signal it has been sent is the signal. So this is how we will be using the stop signal. So just it will be stop signal option. You have the flexibility to control the shutdown behavior of your container at runtime, making your deployment process more adaptable to various requirements and scenarios. So that is one thing which you need to understand. So the shutdown behavior, it will give you more adaptable and also the what I want to say is flexible to control the shutdown. So this is all about the stop signal. So I hope you understood about the stop signal thing. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.